perfect. So they struggle with their nutrition and they want to know what to add, what to fix in it. So biggest things when you talk nutrition, right? A lot of you guys know what you need to know, right? You know which foods you should be eating more of. If you don't know, I'll tell it to you right here. So foods you need to be eating more of is real foods, right? So fruits, veggies, meats, nuts, legumes, less, processed food. So think about if we have our grocery store right here. We have our grocery store, right in the middle of the grocery store is going to be all the processed foods. Along the outside is going to be the real foods. Another one I tell our athletes and tell all my clients is less food from bags, right? So less foods you can get from windows, right? They're going to give you a bag full of food and slop it down. Less of that, less soda, less sugar, all that. We could go all crazy with it. But at the end of the day, that stuff will only take you so far. Being a drill sergeant and just force feeding certain foods, it's not going to be great, right? Could develop a bad relationship with food, but the real reason why it doesn't work is willpower doesn't work. Willpower is a horrible strategy. Having a Kit Kat right in front of me say, hey, you cannot eat this Kit Kat. Give me 2 minutes, I'm going to break it. There's actually research done with kids and Oreos where they put a kid in a room with an Oreo and said, hey, if you don't eat that Oreo, I'm going to give you 10 more of them. They put the Oreo right in front of the kid and left the room. Guess what? The kid that lasted the longest only lasted about 6 minutes. Right? So we're not that different from these kids with food because there's sensory overload in our brain, sees the salts, the sweet foods, and we want more of it. So the first thing we have to consider is willpower does not work. So here are 3 strategies for you to help set yourself up for success with your nutrition and with your goals so everything goes in line. So first one we're going to look at is eliminate so with willpower we have to look at environment. So eliminate all the bad. So we just moved in, our kitchen's not fully set up and everything, but when we look at our foods we have in here, I have fruits, I have a little bit of bread so I can make peanut butter and jellies, water, some pre-prepped fruit, some sausage, some frozen fruit for some smoothies and all that, right? I do have ice cream at the bottom. So big thing why I put ice cream at the bottom is, like I said, we're eliminating distractions. I don't open the fridge and see all my favorite drinks and all the fun, sugary drinks right away. I also hide I do like ice cream. I do eat ice cream pretty frequently, but I put it in a spot where my eyes aren't attracted to it as the only thing I see when I open the freezer, right? It's these simple distractions that can set ourselves up to fight willpower for the long term. Same thing in our pantry. It's a little messy right now, but I do have Kind bars that I snack on when I get hungry. For the most part, everything else is granola to help my yogurt that I have in there. Some basic foods, nothing too crazy. I don't keep the stuff in front of me. That doesn't mean I don't eat it, right? So it's not something I look at all day, but when I go out to the grocery store, I choose to spend money on it instead of having it in front of me where I see it and I just assume I need to eat it. So the first one is we need to fix our environment, right? And we do that by eliminating distractions. You can also add other things into your environment to make it better. So, keeping fruit around is going to be huge. If you don't have fruit in your house, buy some bananas, buy some apples. Another thing I did for my environment, I have this photo of Arnold over here. I look at it every day. So when I get set up for my day, right, I'm making my decisions to what to eat for dessert, or I look up and I see Arnold and it's like, if I want to conquer today, it's my little trigger just to, I'm gonna have some ice cream. I'm just not gonna have the whole gallon of ice cream. Second thing we want to do when we're getting into this is prep your food. You see there's some food prepped here. I'm about to prep some spaghetti and meatballs. But prep your own food. This goes back to the other rules, but if you know you have an issue with selection or meal portions, right? Biggest thing you can do to set yourself up for success is prep your own food. Make some food 2 times a week and you have all your lunches and all your dinners, or maybe you're gonna have dessert later that night, so you portion yourself out ahead of time, right? And the third thing I would tell you to do if you're struggling with nutrition right now is find some support. Whether it's your family that you live with or your roommates that you live with, talk to them and tell them, hey, I'm gonna try and just cut down on the sweets I'm eating right now. I'm trying not to eat sugar or drink soda. Right, so these easy things that they add up so quickly, but if you just try and cut them out or minimize them, making better choices, having the support system to help you will be huge. For some of you, it's might be getting a coach, right? So message me. I would love to help you out making some great nutrition decisions, right? So let's just go backtrack through everything. Willpower does not work. Here's our little recap for the day. When it comes to nutrition, willpower does not work. So instead, we have to focus on 3 things. Our environment, right? Eliminating distractions, adding the right things in. And then also setting an environment of support. So having the right people around you to help you achieve your goals. So that's it for today. I hope you have a great day. Take some of this nutrition in action. Peace.